let's take time for a tasting. Today we're going to look at our Writer's Tears. Writer's Tears Copper Pot is a fantastic whisky. It goes back into the old Hailacon era, and what we're looking at is a blend of a very special kind. There were the blends out there and they had the grain whisky in them, but Ireland had a special blend. It was known as the champagne of Irish whisky. It was a mix of that single malt and that pot still, those premium whiskies we had. We blended them together to create something that was absolutely wonderful. We're going to try that now. Before we do, let's just find the story behind Writer's Tears. So if we go back in time and think of those great writers we had, the likes of James Joyce, Brendan Behan, J.M. Singh, the playwrights, poets, storytellers of our time. One of the things, of course, they all had in common was writer's block. Nowadays, we understand writer's block is when our imaginary friends won't talk to us anymore. But back then, it was a major problem. And what they did, they went straight to the pub. Now, while they sat there, enjoying their surroundings, in their hand, they had that special blend of whisky, that champagne of Irish whisky that we've all come to know and love in our Writer's Tears. There's an old story that goes, they felt so held back from their imagination that they allowed the whisky to bring that imagination to them. And overcome with joy from that, it brought tears. Of course, because of the amount of whisky they drank, every single tear was a drop of whisky itself. And that, my friends, is our Writer's Tears. So that's looking at the story of the name. Now take a look at that beautiful, beautiful liquid. First thing we do with any whisky is look at the colour. So from here, you can see it's a golden amber hue. That's all coming from its time in the bourbon barrels, where it sits over years just maturing. Next we take a time to give it a swirl. And when you stop, you'll notice the meniscus on the glass. And as you can see, those beautiful oils are there just in that whisky. Of course, they're carrying all of the lipids, the esters, the fats, the taste. So now we'll take a little bit of time just to take it in on the nose. So what we're doing here is we're trying to get past the concept of just a whisky smell, and let's really investigate and enjoy what this has to offer. So gently on the nose, we take it in. And as we do, beautiful aromas of that sweet apple smells. Nice hints of vanilla and a little bit of toffee coming through as well. And of course that distinctive pot still base. Now it's time for a taste. Remember, with this what we have is single malt and pot still. So that pot still is going to give us that beautiful pepper spice feel just on the mouth and around the tongue. As that dissipates, then your other flavours will start to come through. So what we're looking for here is notes of toasted oak, of that beautiful sweetness we got earlier from the toffee, and of course that apple. Let's see how you get on. Sláinte, my friends. Delicious. You can get that pepper spice there, just surrounding the mouth is just a nice, beautiful mouth feel, that creamy, nearly a milk chocolate feel. As that starts to go now, you get those sweet flavours coming through, that little bit of vanilla kicking in, some almond coming in the back as well. Yeah, a truly delicious premium whiskey, I'm sure you'll agree. So thank you, my friends. And remember, always share a whiskey with a good friend. Bye.